The North Alabama Zoological Society just released the latest on their long-running project, the North Alabama Zoo. It's where we start tonight. I'm Kenesha Dees. A feasibility study and market analysis tell us there are some pros and cons to starting its development. Fox 54's Caleb Aguayo joins us now in the studio to tell us about the potential for a new zoo here in North Alabama. And Caleb, what have you found?
Kenesha, they're in the stage of looking for funding. The newest market studies come out of Pennsylvania, where third-party reviewer Canopy Strategic Partners says the area is a good location for a zoo. However, there are some problems with getting it all started.
In 95% of circumstances, like there just are a lot of zoos already, or for whatever reason, like it's not going to be a good fit. But this is one of those much more rare cases where I actually think sort of the greater Huntsville, Northern Alabama region is a super welcoming location for a new zoo.
That's the word out of Pennsylvania this afternoon from Canopy Strategic Partners, who took a look at the North Alabama Zoo to see if it's really needed in the area. So the organization got to work compiling everything needed to support plans for a new zoo.
The key question in a feasibility study is how many visitors you're going to be able to attract to this hypothetical zoo. We find, say, 8 or 10 or 12 other zoos in markets that kind of look and feel and smell a little bit like the market where the zoo would be located, right? So we're looking at demographics and population density and distribution, economics, and finding other zoos that exist in markets that kind of feel like this one.
Ethan Woodruff with the Zoological Society says the study went beyond what he expected. He says, quote, "The results were that we underestimated the feasibility of our zoo from our original study 6 years ago," end quote. But among other problems like locating funding, a location, and local partnerships, the care for the animals is a top concern for some residents.
Part of the conservation efforts that I've seen Australia Zoo provide, for example, they do have a zoo on the surface, but they also have other things that they offer with their facilities that you can engage with and interact with the public. I feel like that should be the standard if there's going to be a new zoo. But that also takes a ton of money and manpower to do what they do, which I know is not going to be funneled into this project, not to the extent that it should be.
The Zoological Society hopes to establish the zoo as a publicly supported nonprofit entity with care that exceeds national standards, but they're struggling to find the funding for it, being rejected in 2024 by the Limestone County Commission to join in on local tax revenues. Live in the studio, I'm Caleb Aguayo, Fox 54 News.
Thanks, Caleb. In the meantime, we'll be keeping track of any new information on the zoo for you. You can check that out online on our website or on Fox 54 Plus app.